Friends in Action is a unique mission organization in which we focus on coming alongside missionaries and mission organizations to help support them and their work of sharing the gospel by using construction and infrastructure projects. One of the things that we at Friends in Action focus on is trying to get to some of the hardest to reach areas. And it just, again, comes back to our mission at Friends in Action, is to reach the lost by coming alongside organizations and missionaries as they share the gospel. So this project here in Uganda to help support James and Morgan has been a great example of what Friends in Action does. We're coming alongside James to be able to help with his construction so he can focus on the clinic, so he can focus on the young ladies and the ministry they have for them. It was a great opportunity to break the work week up by going and visiting the clinic and just seeing the impact of the ladies there, and then doing home visits where we spent the day just visiting mothers and their families throughout the area of Luero. I could just see the impact that God has on their life and the impact that Milandila is making. It's such a neat opportunity for these young ladies to be part of something that I don't know that anybody else in Uganda is doing.
To see some of the conditions that some of the mothers have to live in, to have such a small house with living with 6 or 7 kids, and maybe not having a big source of income, it's very sad, but also you're proud of how much work they're putting in to look out for their kids, and it's very eye-opening.
This trip has been really eye-opening to the African culture about how they do things very different than they do in America. We have been working on the guest house here and finishing it. We've done tile, we've done painting and prepping for all the walls and the floors.
It's a joy for me to see the men who we taught some skills to last year being able to take on the projects themselves and to be able to head up the projects and understand the tasks that are involved in construction.
Mr. Andy, thank you very much for what you teach me. Thank you very much. Now I'm so grateful because of the things you teach me. I'm successful now. Yeah, I'm proud of what you teach me.
I didn't know a whole lot about doing tile before this trip, and a lot of the local guys here taught us tile, which was pretty cool.
Nawulidde obuwanguzi mu mutima gwange, nange n'okubaako ne gwe nsobola okusomesaako nga ava mu nsi endala nga si wa mu Uganda. Mpulira nga ndi wa njawulo nnyo ku balala. I'm grateful.
So when these guys can walk away with a skill and say, hey, well, we can go and do this, or hey, I'm going to be doing this, it gives them value. It gives them importance. It makes them feel more confident. It makes them feel like they have a purpose. It gives them an understanding of their gifts and their skills can be used to help others.
More than just the work that we're doing, the relationships that we're building. Being able to show the guys that we're working with that, one, you can do anything at almost any age that you're at. I mean, if you put in the effort and you learn, you can do almost anything.
The impact of just sharing the trades was able to then carry over to sharing the gospel. And I think that's a connection that is hard to make sometimes for some people when you say, well, I'm going on a missions trip to do construction. Well, what does that have to do with sharing the gospel or sharing the love of Christ? Well, because we use the platform of construction and trades, one, we can then help walk alongside the young men and just explain who Jesus is and help them better understand how they can have a place in heaven someday.
My life has changed a lot because I knew God here, but I did not know God that so deep. So with the devotions we have in the morning and the sharings that we have together, I've achieved a milestone in terms of my faith. I'm so happy that they came to Uganda and their stay here has really impacted my life, and I'm so grateful for that.
The other night I spent quite a few hours just working through the Gospel of John with one gentleman because he just enjoyed reading it. He enjoyed the story. So it was a great way for me to be able to relate where he is in his life and where Christ wants him to be. And ultimately, again, it's to spend eternity with him in heaven, and that's the most important thing.
Ate naabo bakyajja kwegamba okutwongerako ku bukugu mu ebyo ebyenjawulo banaaba bazze nabyo nabo tubaaniriza kuba ffe tukyetaaga okuyigira ddala ebintu bingi bye tutamanyi.
It's very impactful to know that I had a hand in helping to impact all these villages around and being able to spread the word.